Act. It's the allegations aren't even being made against them because there are so few people who actually understand the way the banking system works. Anyone who does knows a central bank in any system guarantees enslavement to debt. Full stop. Anyone who's done the research into central banking knows there hasn't been a central bank in existence that wasn't controlled by one or all of the triumvirate of power. The Vatican, the Crown, and the House of Rothschild. That's it. They've been in cahoots since the late, they've had a pact since the late 18th century. Sorry, the late 18th century. In the 1770s, and we only know this, get this right, there was a messenger on a postal horse who was struck by lightning and killed. And somebody found a sealed message from Adam Weishaupt, who'd been appointed as the head of the Illuminati by it was a consortium of, I think it was 9 or 11 people who had been appointed by Amschel Rothschild in secret to be the kind of guardians of the Illuminati and to appoint the people to run the infrastructure, and Adam Weishaupt was chosen to front it. The reason why this was so significant is because Adam Weishaupt was from the Society of Jesus. He was a Jesuit priest. He did the deal for the Jesuits, who were really in control of the Vatican and still are. So from that point, at that point, Rothschild already had control of all of the crown heads of Europe. And he did this simply by funding both sides of every war, causing every revolution, controlling both sides with the control of the flow of information. And this culminated when Nathan Rothschild he gained knowledge that the Battle of Waterloo had been won by Napoleon, knowledge of the victory, and he went to the London Stock Exchange and stood in his usual place, and everyone knew that he was likely to get the news first, and he went in with a face like thunder, and his expression was downcast. Without any further ado, sell everything! Sell your mother if she's available, because everything's gone to shit! He'd already put people on the floor in secret to buy everything up when it was at its lowest price, which he did, by which he took control of the entire East India Company, which became the Crown. Not only the East India Company, every other commercial enterprise of the so-called British Empire he took control of, because he also took control of the crown heads of Europe because he had them in hock. All of them were in hock. So he did the same to the Vatican and the Holy Roman Empire until all of the Holy Roman states were at war with each other and none of them had any money left. So what did Rothschild do? He calls in the Jesuits in the Vatican and he calls in the crown heads of Europe and he said, look, I'll forgive you debts if we form this pact to control everything with this long-term plan, which is going to take centuries to bring up. It's all there. Eyewitness testimony, first-hand accounts of all of this is available. Putting it all together in one place. I must thank you very, very much for making this such an enjoyable occasion. I hope you've enjoyed it.